Hello everyone, Shadefyre here, and welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil 0 HD Remaster. This is episode 3. Last time we fought a giant scorpion, helped Rebecca get out of a closet, saw some Umbrella USS mercs get eaten by leeches, who were in contact with Wesker and Birkin, though Rebecca and Billy wouldn't know that. And we finally got the key card to go to the front of the train and finally stop it.
Resident
so we can get off this crazy ride.
0.
This way!
Okay.
Alright, so we're going to hang on to our ink ribbons this time, because we might lose them if we don't. Actually, I don't think ink ribbons are one of the items you might lose, but just to be sure. Let's see here. We're still doing pretty good on health items, it looks like. Yeah, we got 3 full heals. Well, 2 full heals and 1 2/3 heal about. So let's see. We unlock the front. Sorry, Edward. Let's grab this Molotov too. Hopefully these leeches are satisfied with the sacrifice of these 2 USS guys. Also, you'd think they'd have bullets on them or something, but nah. Also, something I didn't realize when I was recording those first 2 episodes, you'll see my cursor on screen because for some reason the game renders it separately from the actual cursor. So, unless I was using a controller, and even then I'd still need a program that hides the cursor at the bottom of the screen. So you're gonna see that.
Either derail or crash. I gotta stop this thing.
I'm glad Billy can just infer that by looking at the screens that are just scrolling a bunch of info. So, being an umbrella train, this thing has a ridiculous braking mechanism that we sort of saw. First, we need to go to the very back of the train where the grappling hook was, using a magnetic card to activate it, and then solve a puzzle. Then we need to go back to the front of the train and solve another puzzle to actually stop the train. I assume that's not the default brakes, because that would be pretty silly every time they need to stop the train. So, normally I would send Billy on this mission to the back of the train, because one of them has to stay here in the front, because he has more health, and there are going to be some zombies waiting for us. But we're actually going to leave Billy behind and send Rebecca, as there is a reason to do so that we will do for this LP. Should be fine,
I'll
though.
go over to the back deck and manipulate the control panel for the brake. You stay here and apply the brake when ready.
Okay. Rebecca!
Huh?
Don't
Huh?
screw up, okay?
I won't.
Don't screw up, rookie. Don't worry, Officer Becky on the job. One thing here is, hey look, here's some ammo. But then they try to be tricky, because if you stand over where Billy is... Oh, I actually can't even get the camera out. You see that ammo hidden under the cabinet there? Grab that too. And one final thing here. We're going to switch out guns, because of course Billy's gun is better. And we'll hand him the stuff we don't need. Nope, not equip. Exchange. Alright. So, freeze up some slots. And let's also not forget this key card, otherwise we're gonna run out of time coming back for it. And equip our pistol. Alright, now we're ready to go. So we have to go all the way to the back of the train through all of the cars. Which, hey, most of them are full of dead people. Excuse me, don't have time to deal with you. Also, those guys reanimated really quickly. Like, it's supposed to take a couple hours, I thought, to T-Virus reanimate, varying from person to person. But, for dramatic tension. Where's Edward? Is that Edward? Nope, that's just some random zombie, which we're also gonna slip by. Who do we got here? I think we might just need to take these 3 out. I don't fancy my footwork. Oh, shit. Thought he was still down. That's alright. We don't really need to worry about these guys, because we're not going to be coming back through this way.
Edward! No. Stop! Don't come any closer!
So, like the other zombified STARS members, Edward has a lot of health, but, you know, he's still just a regular zombie. He's not like Forrest, he doesn't explode or anything. We even get a special music track for this. We could have just ran by him, but, you know, it seems nice for Rebecca to give her fellow STARS member release from undeath. If we had come here with Billy, Edward still would have been there, but you wouldn't get a scene or anything, he'd just be kind of there. And I actually didn't know that scene existed, because back when I played this on the GameCube, I always used Billy for that. That's kind of neat that they did something for that. And that's pretty much all the zombies we need to deal with. So we're doing alright, we got 2 minutes left. It's really not too much of a hurry. So for some reason this braking system uses nonsensical math as the solution. We just need to get 10 numbers that equal 67. Let's see here. 6 and 2. There's no, like, specific order that really matters.
I've engaged the control device for the brake. Over.
Roger, I'll put the brake on now.
So then we switch back to Billy, who also has to solve one of these puzzles. Oh, but this one's tricky because they don't tell you how much you've added up already. Except there are 10 digits. We need to get to 81, so 999999998. Oh, wait, no, I did too many nines. Sorry. Trying to be clever there. So 999999998.
Rebecca? Rebecca!
I'm here.
Are you alright? Hey, we managed to stop the train.
Yes, we managed.
We have to find a way out.
Somehow they both survived unharmed, despite the fact that Rebecca was standing outside the train when it crashed. Is that everybody? Nope, somebody's still up. Alright, so like I mentioned, anything that we left on the train could potentially be lost except for weapons and key items. So see, there's the knife, the hunting rifle, and the grappling hook. which, hey, we might need that again sometime. What are we looking at for inventory space? We don't really need the hunting gun anymore. I mean, I think it might be loaded, but it's not really worth the space. So we're just going to leave that here, but we're going to take the grappling hook, just so I don't have to come back for it. Notice, too, that there's a door there. Just kind of keep that in mind for later. We can't get to it right now because of the fire. And I think those zombies would have been there regardless if we killed all the zombies on our way to the end. So now we're somewhere. Saw for a second there was an Umbrella logo before the train crashed into it. Maybe a little weird that the train station underneath this whatever connects through the sewer to the actual place.
The Umbrella Research Center? The first general manager, Dr. James Marcus.
Who on earth are those people?
She's just a rookie, a member of STARS.
What about the mail?
I'm unfamiliar with him.
Attention. This is Dr. Marcus. Please be silent as we reflect upon our
I'm not really sure what's up with the fire in the shot.
Obedience breeds discipline. Discipline breeds unity. Unity breeds power. Power is life.
Who are you?
It was I who scattered the T-virus in the mansion. Needless to say, I contaminated the train, too.
What?
Revenge. On Umbrella.
Dr. Marcus?
10 years ago, Dr. Marcus was murdered by Umbrella. You helped them, didn't you?
So basically, Birkin and Wesker and mysterious Castlevania character are kind of a side story to what's going on here, because obviously Rebecca and Billy have no idea that stuff's going on. It's really just kind of extra and kind of pointless. So this is the Umbrella Research Center, which is also the Umbrella Management Training Facility they mentioned in one of the notes on the train. And hey, what do you know, it looks a lot like the smaller version of the Spencer Mansion from the first game. And that's pretty consistent across this area. You know, it's very much like a bunch of references to the main game. So this is kind of our main hall, safe room area, and we don't have to worry about zombies here. This is also where we're basically going to be leaving all of our garbage that we want to come back for. So there's going to be a lot of shit on the floor by the end of this. We're not going to save just yet. I mean, we could, but I don't think we need to. So we're going to leave these ink ribbons here, we're going to leave these Molotovs here, we're going to leave the shotgun shells here. One thing that kind of sucks is there is actually a item capacity limit on rooms. You know, like it'll be like, sorry, you can't drop anything else, because presumably the original GameCube version, you know, you can only keep track of so much of this stuff in the memory. But I'm not sure why that's still a limitation here. It just seems unnecessary. It basically just means, hey, you're going to have to leave things in one of the other rooms. Alright, so she's still got Billy's gun. So we're going to split up here. And we're probably going to split up a lot throughout this mansion kind of area.
Okay.
Let's see the map here. What do we got to work with? So there's a door to the left. We're not going to go through that door right away. Let's just say there are bad things there, maybe. And there's a door to the right, and we don't have a map upstairs yet. I'm just trying to remember where we need to go. James Marcus is also one of the 4 founders of Umbrella, along with Oswell Spencer, Alexander Ashford, and I can't remember who the 4th one is. Okay, so we can go this way, or we can go to this door over here, which we're going to do first. Oh boy, don't you love cranks in Resident Evil games? Oh no, crows! Just trying to get this note here on the table. Should have grabbed this first. Alright, so that green text is a hint for a puzzle that we haven't found yet. Oh, shit. We're not even gonna bother shooting the crows, it's just a waste of bullets. And now we'll never have to go back in that room again. I will say that I think the training facility is overall shorter than the mansion area of the first Resident Evil. Okay, that door's locked, so we want to go this way. Let's see, Rebecca still has a healing item. Let's leave that. Leave that. Scatter shit everywhere. Yep, don't want to stand here. Oh, come on. Oh, that was close. Excuse me, sir. I'm a little disappointed that one of these zombies doesn't have a fork sticking out of its head like in the novelization. Because if you didn't know, there are 7 Resident Evil books. Most of them are just novelizations of the game, and they're actually not terrible. I mean, you know, they're video game books, but they're decently written, and they have a bit more of their own canon. Hence they're referred to as the Perry-versed Resident Evil books now, by S.D. Perry. And surprisingly, Rebecca is an important character in those, because out of the 2 that are not based on an existing Resident Evil story, they're both starring Rebecca. The one of them is Rebecca and Leon. And yes, I do own all of those. I'm not ashamed to say that. So, we can't go this way. You can't see it. Oh, never mind. I didn't want to walk into it, but we can't go this way because there's a steam vent in the way. So obviously we'll have to shut that off before we can do anything there. Got another one around the corner, it sounds like. I think these Merc zombies actually take a little bit more damage. But again, it's hard to tell since zombies have sort of random health. Alright, so over here, we've got a shotgun, which is the reason we didn't really need the hunting rifle. Also got some gasoline, so we can make more Molotovs. But I think... oh no, we got one free space. That's good. Because we're going to need it for this. This devil statue. This one-winged angel. I guess it's a one-winged devil, but close enough. Because you see, he's like Sephiroth, but not because he's evil, or so he's a one-winged devil. my Devil May Cry Final Fantasy VII crossover fic. A lot of zombies out here. Oh, come on, Rebecca. No, oh god. This is gonna go bad. Switch the shotgun. Fire. Oh, god. So yeah, you can still get stuck on zombies that are on the ground. The aim up and shoot them in the head trick still mostly works from the old games, but not 100% guaranteed. It's kind of a waste of shotgun ammo, but whatever. Some 2 healing herbs here. We're going to try to pick these up, just so I can mark them on the map. Actually, fuck it, let's just use it to fill up her health. That's also a waste, but we're doing alright. We've still got healing items left from the train, which is better than I've done before. So we unlock this to create a shortcut. Well, I say shortcut, but it's actually not that important, since this room was already unlocked. This is where they train new corporate heads of the evil corporation. You don't really see that a lot. Evil corporation management training. Ink ribbon and shotgun shells. We don't have the space for that, though. And with all of the heavy weapons that take up 2 slots, like the shotgun, Billy is generally better with them than Rebecca because he doesn't stagger back after every shot, so he can fire them quicker. Like Rebecca, you fire, she kind of takes a little bit of a step back from the recoil, but with Billy, he can kind of just keep firing. So there is an advantage to having him use the heavy weapons. But I usually give them to Rebecca just because she's more fragile, so she needs the firepower to keep stuff from grabbing her. Alright, so let's get rid of this statue. We've got this little scale here. Lady Justice. But obviously that's not going to do us much good without a good statue to balance the evil statue. Guess we'll need to find a one-winged angel after all. Alright, so now let's leave the kerosene, or sorry, the gasoline. And... we're gonna need this pump crank handle, I believe. If I am correct here. Yeah, okay. We're gonna need that, because the only way we can go right now is right here, or here, but again, we're not gonna go through there just yet. So what do we want to bring on this little adventure? Billy, you're in the way. Just walk him out of the way. You can still do the second character controls even when you're not following each other. So we could just send Billy off on an adventure off screen. Can't send him through doors, though. Alright, what do I want to do with this pile of junk here? We might want the shotgun. Actually, okay, so let's do this. Billy, you're gonna leave crappy pistol here.
Come on.
Okay.
You're gonna take that, and you're gonna give that. Now neither of them has weapons equipped. That's great. But you're gonna take these shotgun shells. Nope. That's one problem with leaving too many things near each other. Can be a pain to pick up the one you want. Though the game does space them, at least it doesn't try to drop them on top of each other. So you're going to take the shotgun. Yeah, equip that. Equip that. Alright. And the crank handle. So this is one thing that's kind of a pain in the ass in this game with the new inventory system. But, yeah, we're all ready to go. Let's go on a little adventure. And we're going to keep Billy controlled because we don't want him wasting shotgun shells if we switch off to Rebecca. Because, you know, she'll still use her pistol, but that's not really a big waste. Shotgun, enemies will fire, or enemies, our ally will fire the shotgun even at long range where it doesn't really do anything, because they're not programmed very well. Which again, fair complaint about this game, but I feel like even though you use two characters, this game wasn't quite designed to use two characters. Like, as we've seen, it's kind of better, I think, to use them separately. Got some zombies. Just gonna... Yeah, you saw there. It doesn't always guarantee a kill, but come on, Rebecca, finish him off. God damn it. Oh, I was gonna say, if you shoot fast enough when your teammate gets grabbed, you can actually prevent them from taking damage. Got another locked door here. I'm sure we'll need a key of some sort for that. Alright, so now we've got a map of the facility. Which you can see, not super huge, especially not compared to the mansion. But we essentially just have to do a series of things to unlock different doors. Which, I guess is the most generic way of saying, hey, you gotta do stuff to progress, but... essentially, there is not a huge variety of ways we can go about things. In the first Resident Evil, you sort of had options for different parts you could take on at once. But here it's pretty much, these are the things you're doing. And we can't use the lighter here on this candle because we didn't find any fuel for it yet. Look, we even have a hint here on the wall. Like, hey, maybe you should light this light. But the reason we brought both characters right now... Oh, is that an ink ribbon? Yeah, we don't need another one of those. We're doing alright on ink ribbons, really. Though they aren't exactly in short supply, at least not on normal difficulty. Alright, so let's stick this in here.
Let's split up.
Okay.
See if I can remote pilot Rebecca into position. Alright. So now she is on this little platform. I probably should have gave Rebecca the shotgun here. Now that I think about it. And maybe the health too. Alright, Billy. Like, for this puzzle specifically, we can only use Billy. You can't send, you can't use Rebecca because she's not strong enough, I guess. Giant bugs!
Ow!
They're like a cross between a grasshopper, a praying mantis, and a cockroach. So we did see, we had a hint that was about a time, but of course we need to find a minute hand first. Son of a bitch. Hoping we wouldn't take hits from both of those. But those are plague crawlers. We're not actually going to see a lot of those throughout the game. One thing I will say is this game has a couple new enemies from the other Resident Evil games, but you really don't see a lot of each of them. They kind of only appear a couple times. And only one of them is really problematic, and we've already seen him. The unfortunate leech fellows. Like, for example, we've now seen all of the crows in this game. Just in those two areas. A rather unpleasant looking room. And again, another thing that Rebecca can't lift because she's a girl. But as we can assume, this cage is lifted by that chain, which will then allow us to get that item. We've also got another one of these sword doors. I think this one is the locked one. Nope, I guess not. I think I always mix up those two doors. Nope, more plague crawlers. I guess this was the door I was thinking of. I guess it's not locked. Let's just not go back in there right away. Even though you might have seen what's in there. Behind the plague crawlers. This is the door I meant to unlock. Which leads us back into the main hall. And that's actually the area we'll want to go to next. But I think we'll call it for our first foray into the training facility. Because we've been going pretty long here. Let's just recall Billy home. Where did you come from? Alright, we'll waste some more pistol ammo on this guy. Ah, there we go. Lucky crit headshot. Which is the thing that Billy's pistol is better at. There is also an upgrade later on that'll allow us to do that more often. And we have to pick which gun to put it on. So out of the two, it's definitely better to put on Billy's because it'll make his already good chance even better. Alright, now that our team is reassembled, let's hand off that ammo Rebecca picked up. I generally prefer to do this sort of setup where one character has the shotgun and one has the pistol, and kind of send out the pistol guy more and the shotgun for certain rooms that I know are going to be dangerous.
This way.
Roger.
Alright, now where did I put those ink ribbons? They're just in between here. Come on, Billy. Come on, you can... Nope, not the typewriter. Come on. I will say the detection for picking stuff up off the ground is a little bit of a pain, too. Like, it's usually fine if it's up on a shelf or something, but on the ground the game is like, what? What are you trying to do? I think some of the items just don't have a big enough hitbox, I guess. Interaction hitbox. But anyway, that'll do it for episode 3 of Let's Play Resident Evil 0 HD Remaster. Next time, we'll do some more exploring, and, you know, see if we can figure out some sort of progression through this training facility. Until then, I'm Shadefyre, this is Rebecca and Billy, and I'll see you all next time.